Okay,
Okay.
we're back. Ken and Aki's report. Hi, Ken.
Hi, Aki. How are you?
I never thought that we could do this for 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
We definitely stole the show.
Yes.
Stole the show. Poor
Bye
Ryan.
bye, Ryan. Bye bye, Ryan.
Yeah,
Poor Ryan.
poor Ryan. I don't know where he is right now, but we have this show, and we have a lot of fan mails. Thank you, thank you, all you listeners. We love you. We're gonna continue this show.
Yeah, that was huge feedback.
Yeah. No one really remembers what Ryan's report was already, so I think we should continue this show.
His history.
Yes. Oh, we promised to the listeners last week that we were gonna reveal
His dark side.
Ryan's dark side.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna kind of come in here, guys.
Who is it?
Hi, Ryan.
It's got. What were you gonna say? Continue.
Yeah. Oh. Well, we gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go now.
Yeah. Sorry, we took your show.
Oh no, I appreciate it. While I was away.
But you're supposed to come back to Japan like the day after. I mean
Tomorrow or something,
tomorrow.
wasn't it?
Yeah. When I heard you guys are doing the show for a second time, you're gonna reveal my dark side. I thought I'd.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan. By the way, Ken and Aki's report.
Yeah.
It was just a big joke and everything. We didn't really mean this, right, Ken?
Right. Okay.
So,
Well, no, but I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed the talk about Australia, about the kangaroos.
yeah.
And,
No, it was all a joke. So, anyways, Ken's got to go. He's got a phone call right now. So.
I got a phone call. Sorry about that.
Bye, Ken.
all right, see you, Ken.
Bye.
All right, so it's session 36
Yeah.
of Ryan's report.
Ryan and Aki's report, or Aki and Ryan.
Yeah. Well, Ryan, last week was a joke, really.
That was cool. I liked it.
Yeah. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings and everything.
No. You didn't hurt my feelings at all. I mean, I thought it was a great show.
Yeah.
And it gave me a new perspective on things.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you and Ken and Mr. Kojima and Go-chan, Mr. Suda51, you guys are so close.
What do you mean close?
Well, because when I was listening to the end of the program, last week's program, and you guys are talking about kicking off your shoes and frolicking in the fields, do you have any pictures of that? I mean, did you guys have like a tickle fight afterwards or something? Like, what? Can you talk a little about that experience? Or is it a little too uncomfortable?
Yeah, it's a little too private, isn't it? I mean, we got a little carried away last week and talked of what really happened.
Yeah.
Well, actually, everything happened.
Yeah, one thing led to the next,
I mean, being in Australia is, gives you a totally different feeling. It gives you a new you, you know what I'm saying? The real honest truth is that Ken started to really take off his shoes and socks.
Yeah.
And said, oh, this is really, really relaxing. Everyone try it. And we were like, huh? What are you doing, Ken? But then Hideo started to do it.
Right.
He took off his shoes and everything. So if, Hideo does it.
Yeah, if he's doing it.
I mean, Suda51 started to do it.
Right.
And then, okay, I'll try. But
So what did Suda51 say? He's like, yeah, let's do it.
yeah, he was like, ooh, yeah, it's cool. And then he started to take off his shoes, and well, actually, it was really relaxing, but it was really embarrassing, to look back of what we did.
And then to talk about it for thousands of people to listen to. That's great. I'm glad you guys are so open about it.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it was the whole thing was a joke, and we didn't think it was really going to be posted. So
Right.
it was surprising, but it was really fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a great time. I wish I was there at GO3 in Perth.
Perth, yeah.
Perth, Western Australia. So I thought, I'd jump into the show and kind of take over a little bit.
Yeah.
And then ask you some questions about GO3. For example, you translated Mr. Kojima's speech at GO3?
Simultaneous.
Simultaneous?
Yeah.
So while he's speaking,
Yeah.
you're doing it on the fly.
Yeah. This was the first time experience.
Oh, no kidding. That's how I could never do that.
I mean, there were really professional translators there, but Hideo insisted that I try this. It's a good opportunity.
Right.
And, and he wanted his expressions to be in English, and I tried my best. The funny thing is, afterwards we had some interviews and that kind of thing, and one guy said that, the Mr. Kojima, that speech was great, except, the translation was sometimes, a little slow at times. And I was, of course, doing the translation of that interview, so I said, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah,
And he got really embarrassed. Yeah, and he got really embarrassed, saying, "Oh, no, not that bad." But come to think of it, simultaneous translation gets slow as well. I mean, I can't really talk before Hideo talks something. So
it's automatically slow.
yeah,
Nothing you can do about it.
but anyway, it was really good experience.
Good.
It was really a challenge, but Hideo really kind of tried to. We didn't do anything beforehand. We didn't do any meetings or anything, but it was
I
really,
just went for it.
yeah, it was really fun.
Good. Well, can you talk a little bit about what Mr. Kojima discussed in his big speech, his keynote?
Yeah.
And what kind of topics did he?
Well, he talked about. I think I don't have the script right now or his PowerPoint presentation, but it was the evolution of the hardware, of the game hardware console, and the evolution of the game design.
Okay.
So he explained about when he first started to create Metal Gear, on MSX, and then at that time there was a limitation of the hardware, and then he went on to the next one, and then went on to PS1 when 3D came in. So he had to create the hide and seek, the whole Metal Gear thing, in a new 3D environment. Went on to PS2 and then PS3 and that kind of thing.
That's cool.
But the interesting part was that he said that he's been creating Metal Gear for 20 years, but since he's always trying to utilize the up-to-date technology of what the hardware offers, he's always challenged to create something very new. So he said that he doesn't feel like he had been creating Metal Gear for 20 years. He feels that he's always trying to create something very new every time, and he only could realize that when he looks back. So that keynote was really interesting.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I mean, and I see where he's coming from, because it's true. I mean, there's been a lot of Metal Gear titles, but I think one of the great things about the series is that each title does take advantage of the hardware in a specific fashion, and now fans expect that. So when we come to PS3, fans expect that we're going to take advantage of those specific features that are exclusive to PS3, and they always have anticipation that Mr. Kojima is going to have a different slant on it or a different take on it than other game designers. And I mean, that's pressure for him, but he also enjoys it. He likes to exploit those cool gimmicks and things like that. So I mean, especially with like this octo camo feature for the new game. I mean, that's something you couldn't do on PS2, and it feels like like a totally new experience. So I can see exactly what he's going from on that.
Yeah. Well, by the way, speaking of MGS4 and his challenge this time, with the PS3 hardware, I think he said that the biggest challenge for MGS4 is that now he's trying to create an ultimate hide and seek game with the tension of Metal Gear, but not the environment or not the location is important. The situation now is important. And as we have announced before, the situation is a war field, the battle zone. So this is what is trying to make MGS4. The situation itself. So and that was his one of his last slides, and then he wrapped up from the past. And that was his keynote speech.
So it was a good reaction.
Yeah. Actually, we did interviews after his speech, and then all of the interviews, the interviewers said that it was a great speech. I like this part, and came up with a couple of questions and that kind of thing. And then we could lead on with one of the interviews that we did after that.
Yeah, you guys were interviewed by Luke Plunkett from Kotaku.com.
Yeah,
and he actually he asked a lot of questions. One about the Rumble feature, the missing Rumble feature of the PS3, and he asked Mr. Kojima about is he excited about the idea that Rumble could be coming back to the PlayStation, and but I wish that Ken was still here because we can ask him about that a little bit more in detail. But maybe next time, we can ask him about that. But yeah, they also asked about, of course, MGS4 and 360, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what Mr. Kojima, how he replied?
I think he said that it's for the PS3.
Yeah, he just kind of confirmed it.
Yeah,
once
confirmed
again.
it. Period.
Right.
And the funny question was that I think it was Luke actually. The follow-up question was that why do you think that people keep asking this rumor about Xbox 360 version, and then Hideo just goes, "Oh, because I guess everyone wants it on 360."
Yeah. He's very honest.
Yeah, well, that end of question, end of answer.
Yeah, totally.
That was really funny.
Yeah, so I'll be sure to link. I'll be sure to link the Kotaku article to the blog page so people can read it.
Mm-hmm.
That's they did the most in-depth Geo3 coverage that I saw on the net.
Yeah,
I mean, every day there was tons of stuff, like articles about the good and bad things about that event.
Mm-hmm. And I must quote that Luke did a fantastic job about the interview.
Oh, good.
Because I did the translations to him, and we recorded everything, and actually everything on the net, on the website, is actually almost everything what I said.
Oh, good.
So it's really actual.
Right. Because sometimes there is that problem that the way that things were translated, the things that come out of your mouth doesn't always reach the page.
Yeah, that's true. But this time, I always do my own recording, and I just listen afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw Luke's report on his website, I was really surprised.
Yeah.
That it was actually almost everything Hideo said.
Good.
So it's really good.
Yeah, well, thanks, Luke, for that. I hope to meet him someday. I think he is stationed in Australia, I believe.
We didn't talk about his, our private side so much, but I think he's stationed in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a great guy.
Okay, cool. Well, if you don't mind, I thought we'd jump into the to the mailbox a little bit.
Okay.
And before we close out, and let's go first to Michael from the USA.
Hi, Michael.
Michael writes, now, Ryan, can you talk a little bit more about yourself? I'm sure that a lot of listeners want to hear about your past, including how you wound up in Japan and started falling in love with Ken's Natural Lawsons.
Mm-hmm.
I love you all, and yes, I mean that in the most heterosexual way possible. Well, thank you, Michael. And I would talk a little bit more about myself. I mean, I don't think it's that interesting, but from time to time, these emails do come in.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know more about Aki. They want to know about Ryan and Ken.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know about Ken's crazy college days.
And your dark side.
And my dark side.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, this is a Metal Gear related show or Kojima Productions related show.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to keep it based in that. And I don't really want to talk about myself. It's not that interesting.
No, I'm really interested.
But there are people that I know for sure that do not want to hear about me.
Really?
Including Tony from France, who also wrote in. And he says, we don't really care about your trip. Sorry. We don't. Why don't you speak more about the MGS4 game, he writes.
Yeah. Okay.
Tony, that hurts.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tony, you should ask what's but it's all of Ryan's stories are really funny, which we can't really reveal. Ryan, how many girlfriends you have right now?
Yeah, that's 1, 2.
This is his dark side that Ken and I was trying to put this up, and I was trying to fake it. I was trying to fake all Ryan's dark side, but Ken.
Yeah, he won't let it go.
No, he was trying to say the actual real bad things about you.
Right.
Well, the funny stories. We should do this sometime. Really.
Maybe.
Yeah, when you're away next time, Ken and Aki's report back on air.
Right.
Yeah, we'll talk a lot.
You guys can talk about my dark side. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
But my dark side does come out a little bit, or like my angry side when I get emails like this.
Mm-hmm.
In that, I mean, look, I want to talk about MGS4 every day on this show, every week. I want to have new information, but let's be realistic here. I can't, and I'm trying my best to have as much Kojima Productions related content on this show as possible without giving away the MGS4 story, or without ignoring Mr. Kojima's request that we only keep the big news,
mm-hmm.
or we reveal new information about the game at big events like TGS or E3.
Mm-hmm.
So while keeping his requests in mind, I have to, I have to put together this weekly show. So, like I mentioned before, if you have any questions about Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops games that are already out,
mm-hmm.
Maybe you want to know about some specific scene in MGS1 or MGS2, like, now why did it happen this way, or what was the inspiration behind this scene? I mean, I can go to Mr. Kojima, or I can go to Mr. Murata or Mr. Shinkawa, and I can ask them, and we can have a whole show about something like that, and it'd be really cool.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, and that's also my job too, is to bring up about these cool topics. But yeah, if you have any questions like that, please write them in,
mm-hmm.
and I'll try to talk about MGS4 as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was cool. We had a few weeks ago, we had David Hayter, the voice of Solid Snake, on the show, to talk about his new role a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not to talk about any spoilers or anything, but he did actually perform his new Snake voice, the old Snake voice, on the show. And I thought, I mean, it's not hugely related to the MGS4 plot, but still, it's a little bit of new information. So.
Yeah, well, calm down, Ryan. I mean, Tony's this mail came in before he listened to Ken and Aki's report.
Yeah,
I'm pretty much sure he's a big fan of Ken and Aki's report now. So
well, yeah, and then now he knows that I'm back.
Yeah.
So he's probably pissed again.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. We could, the three of us could do, another show sometime. But anyways, and actually, what I personally feel that if we talk too much about MGS4, it's going to be really spoil when the game comes out. Really,
I agree.
I'm personally avoiding to read any confidential information right now because I play the game myself,
right?
And I don't want to play the game and know what's going to happen next.
Right.
This is really, really spoiling. But actually, I have to read some secret documents now. And this weekend, I have to read the secret documents.
Right.
There's someone past me.
Right.
Because I have to use it for my work. And I'm really hesitant to do this.
Well, I mean, it's fun either way, even if you see it on paper.
Yeah.
It's cool. Very cool stuff.
I know, but
it does spoil it. It does.
Yeah.
And actually, Colonel Campbell, Paul Eiding, the voice actor for Colonel Campbell, he asked me that same question. He said, now that you're working on the game that you're a fan of for so many years, I mean, and you know what happens at the end of this game, I mean, does that kind of ruin the experience? And in a way, it does. But I'd rather be doing this than waiting for the game to come out. This is a lot of fun, and actually having some influence on it.
Yeah. That's true.
Yes, it's a cool gig, and but yeah, Tony, we could be friends. We could come to terms here. Like send me some questions about MGS4 that maybe if they're not plot spoilers, whatever. I'll try to provide some cool information. But
and I'll make a promise that too, Tony. I'll push Ryan to get your specific questions answered as much as possible.
Yes.
Let's go on.
Let's go on to the last question. Black Arts Viper from the USA. Great report, guys. This is about your show last week.
Really?
Your and Ken's show. Great report, guys. Very funny and insightful. You make an awesome team. You guys should definitely sit in on the report more often. But if you added Shinta Nojiri, things would get really interesting. And so that's one of his comments. The other comment is, now, Aki, how come we never get to hear from your manager, Ayako Tateyama?
From Ayako. Okay.
Mrs. Tateyama.
All right. Should I answer this question first?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I have to say I love this guy, Black Arts Viper. I love you so much. Thanks for your mail. But anyways, to be very frank, Ayako Tateyama is not my personal manager. I mean, she belongs into to my division, or my Europe division,
the team that you lead.
Yeah, but actually, she does play kind of a role of my manager. So all these schedule things.
Right.
She booked this Australian trip as well.
Oh, cool. Very
without telling me actually until like 2 weeks, before the trip or something. But yeah,
everything goes through her. So if I want to talk to Aki, I got to get permission from Ayako.
Yeah, something like that. But anyways, she's really kind of shy.
She is,
and she's actually right now upstairs, working. But and I for this show, I said to Ayako, "Oh, let's go down to Ryan and let's do the recording session, that kind of thing." But she said no because she's like, no one wants to hear my voice, or I can't speak English that well.
Which is interesting because she used to be like a television star.
Yeah. Oh no, she's gonna kill me for this. No, she's gonna kill you for this.
That's okay.
Yes. Should we? Yeah, I wanna put some link up, but I know that she's gonna kill me. But anyways, yeah, she used to do some programs.
Yeah, it's cool.
And she was, but she said she's embarrassed now. I don't know why.
Nothing to be embarrassed about.
I don't know. She wants to keep a low profile. She wants to push me. Black Arts Viper. You said about Shinta Nojiri.
Have him on the show.
Yeah, well, yeah, let's do that.
I would love to.
Because, well, actually, Shinta and I, Shinta's one of my closest friends, my best friends, and we entered this company together, Konami, in the year of '95. And Shinta used to come to my place, and we played games all night. And I went to his place and, played games all night. We played, it was really funny because Shinta called me up saying, "You got to come to my house right now." And then I went to his place. And then I was really kind of expecting something. And he showed me, Aki, look, I got this projector.
Oh, no.
And I said, oh, yeah, well, yeah, are we going to watch a movie? And I said, no, let's play Virtua Fighter. And then I got excited.
Right.
Okay, his room was, he doesn't have any pictures or he doesn't have anything on the
Just
wall.
games.
Just, no, there's a blank white
Okay.
wall.
Oh, okay.
So he put this projector up, and we had this 100-inch,
Right.
and we played Virtua Fighter. We played until like 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's cool.
And,
Very
and then,
nice.
he didn't even have a mirror in this room that I recall.
He's a gamer.
Yes.
He's the ultimate gamer.
Yeah. Well, he knows that I love games as well, so we play games. We used to play games all the time.
This is this high priority. Is gaming, all night gaming sessions.
Yes. We played when we talk a lot of things about girls, games, girls. That's all we talk about actually. So definitely, I want Shinta in your show. I could help him out, do translations for him or something like that. He's a really funny guy, and we're still good buddies.
Good.
So could you call him?
Yeah, I will. I want to bring him out, especially after he announces his new game.
All right.
That would be really cool to have him in. And a number of times talk about the progress of the game. And
right.
Yeah, it'd be very, very interesting, I think.
Yeah, and actually, I don't know if Black Art Viper knows that he's really good looking as well.
Oh, Shinta is a very good looking guy.
Yeah.
So
really
I am man enough to admit that.
Yeah, me too. Except that I know his inside, so I could kind of say like this. And he's really, crazy and everything, so I could, say this. But if he doesn't speak, he looks totally cool, cool looking guy. But anyways, he's a real crazy guy.
Well, he's got lots of female fans when he goes to the United States every time. They say, "Oh, he's so cute."
Really?
And, when he gets on stage, like at the Gamers Day event.
Yeah.
He's got the most fans out of anybody who goes up on stage.
Until he speaks, right?
Until he speaks.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking about playing Virtua Fighter on it.
No. Actually, he's really pure guy as well. So I really like him.
Well, yeah, let's bring him on.
Okay.
And I think that's going to wrap it up. I mean, we talked about Geo3 a little bit, Australia. We dipped into the mailbox a little bit. I was able to prevent you guys from talking about my dark side.
Yeah. And Ken really had to leave.
Yeah. So it's been a very productive show.
Yeah.
All right, Aki, we'll wrap up the show.
Okay.
See you next week.
See ya.